Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Money Huddle. It's your boy, Dre Rich, and my betting companion in this world of sports, Shaq. What's good, Shaq?
Another weekend, man. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Ready to
Hey,
get into these games.
and we keep on playing these primetime games. That's three in a row. Three straight correct picks for the primetime games. We knew the Dolphins would get their ass kicked. We knew it.
Told you, man. Trash.
Yep. We started off week 9 nicely on the bet. Our props all lost though. So we're looking for the props rebound for the weekend. But Dolphins plus 7.5, Ravens minus 7.5. We bet on the Ravens. Cash money. Derrick Henry over 1.5 touchdowns did not happen because they didn't need him to do anything. It was just straight up Lamar Jackson. I'm back. I'm going to pass the ball the entire game. And
The
he
only
didn't.
one we missed on that, I think.
Tua did not throw an INT either.
No, he did at the end of the game.
Oh, correction. Correction. At the end. That's crazy. I know he threw it at the end. I turned the game off. It was over.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was like last drive, I think.
Cashed. Roddy Patterson did not have over 6.5 kicking points. He had 6 even because the Dolphins couldn't score.
He should have had 12, but he missed a couple field
Boy,
goals.
man, that man bricked a 32-yarder. Like,
In Miami.
might need to get you a new guy because that's crazy. And it
They
was
need they need a lot of new shit.
it was a part of the game too where he really needed to hit that one. It was like a closer game and then
Oh,
keep it closer.
momentum shifter for sure.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, it's over, bro. We're fucked." So that was
And
done.
Lamar's like, I'll take it at the 40 and score.
Exactly. So immediately he scored off of that. Then Tanner Connor, he had one target this game. He did catch the ball, but he was out of bounds, and it was a 24-yarder. That I was like, cash money, and then they were like, no, not a catch. 1 foot was out of bounds. And he did not get any more receptions that game. You know why? Because Greg Dulcich, the old Bronco, he's back in the fold. He is getting a lot of targets. He got like 7 catches that game, and for like a lot, he had like over 40 yards. He was getting bombs. So
Crazy.
yeah, he's back in the fold. So I did not see that happening because if I would have known that he was going to be in the fold, I wouldn't even have bet on Tanner Connor. But that happens. We were wrong. But we had the one right, which is what matters, which is Ravens minus 7.5. They whooped that ass. Uh, like I said, we're hot. Our consensus bets for these primetime games, we're on fire. And just keep on telling us, bro. But right now, we got this week 9 bye teams: Browns, Jets, Eagles, Bucks. All of them will not be playing this week, so the Jets can't lose. The Bucks can't make me bet on them. And
Hey, there's no mean green machine for us to bet on this week.
really, and the Eagles get to chill out, talk to AJ Brown, tell him, hey, stop being a bitch. Get back in
Yeah,
the game.
bro.
Need you to win.
Shut
Let's
the.
go.
You want rings or you want balls in fucking hands? It just
Literally.
pisses me off, dude.
And hopefully the Browns can just like nut
I
up.
ain't never seen a more upset fucking receiver with a 6-2 record coming off a Super Bowl win last season. Like, man, chill the fuck out. Like,
Yeah. Stop
and
crying.
you're getting paid. You're getting paid. Just do your part.
Exactly. And the Browns hopefully get the nut up and start Shador Sanders hopefully on the return in week 10. I hope so, bro. It's time. You see enough.
Yeah.
You see enough. I think you see enough.
Dude, yeah, just put Shador in. Dude, that's another annoying ass thing. Like, the guy was a first round talent. I get his interview shit was bad, but the talent is there. Your team needs a spark.
Yeah.
And they're talking about Deshaun Watson could be coming back. And I'm like, you're gonna
Oh
start
God.
that dude? Come on,
Dude,
man. Like, just
do
put
not
Shador
do
in.
that.
He's a check down machine. Put him in with Quinshon Junkins and let the offense go. Let him hit the tight ends. You just come out in 12 personnel all day, run the ball, play action. That's what he does. Keep it short. He's the most accurate quarterback in college because all he does is throw 5, 8 yard dump offs.
Just do not bring Deshaun Watson back. Good God.
God, man.
He
Yeah.
is still on retainer though. He's still getting paid. So I feel like if they want to get the most of their money that they already owe him, I'd throw him out there. Maybe he'll get hurt. Who knows? But dude, you cannot just skip over Shador Sanders anymore. Give him a chance. Give him one full game.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, dude. We're halfway
One
through the
full game.
season. Everybody sucks. You guys are, the Browns are stupid. We're going to trade the best quarterback we got on the roster to a division rival. We're going to stick with a dude that could barely see over the line. It's a left-handed third round talent that really sucked. Had a good run game in college. Is the only reason he was noteworthy.
And
And then you've
bro,
got Shador, who can run an offense, who's ran a pro offense at Colorado, who's never had weapons. This is exactly what you want right now. And then in the
and
draft, go get him weapons, man.
and guess who they play after this bye week?
The Jets.
The Jets, bro. It's a perfect time to put in the rookie who you did not have faith in against the poorest, crappy Jets team. So it's the perfect time. It's the time is aligning, bro. Like you can't if you play Deshaun Watson, you're trying to save your season. And if you are playing Shador, you're planning for the future as you should be because you are not going to the playoffs this year.
That's insane. I think, dude, like the Browns just the NFL needs to step in. Like, you
Yeah,
guys suck.
somebody needs to investigate. And I like their coach. I like Stefan. I like what's his name? Stefanski. Is that his name?
Yeah, he's just,
Yeah.
dude, he's had, I don't know, that duct tape's been holding that franchise together for the last 3 or 4 years, bro.
It's the same thing as it comes to the Jets, bro. Bad front offices, bro. It's not the coaches all the time. Sometimes it's just the people who run the team. The entire organization is trash. And historically, both teams are bad. But
Crazy, dude.
we're getting to some good teams that are on the up and up. Starting with game one, Denver, +1.5 at Texans, -1.5. Over under 39.5. This is your first game, Shaq. You got the Broncos on the money line.
Yeah, Texans, man, that offense is just so hit or miss. And what's not hit or miss is Denver's defense. They'll keep you in a game. They got a bunch of young guys on the Texans, and they had a really good showing last week. But really, a lot of those wins are against sub 500 teams that they do have. They're sitting at what, 3-4, 4-4, something like that. So and the Broncos have been rolling. They had that crazy game with the Giants. They came back and won, but then last week they just steamrolled to a win. It's easy money for them last week. RJ Harvey had a crazy game. And the only reason this really is a pick 'em game, I think it's a 1.5 point spread, but it's Denver on the road, and it's in Houston, but it's in a dome.
No.
Yeah, so I just feel like Bo Nix is gonna have a good day. They're gonna get the run game going. RJ Harvey looks like he's finally getting used more in this offense, which they've been needing. It's about that time of year where J.K. Dobbins like, yo, my big leg starting to give out. I got one tiny leg, but the big one's cramping on me, dog. So I think the Broncos come in and handle business here. Yeah, Houston's going to have a tough defense. I like the field goal. This is going to be field goal game, field position type game because both these defenses are legit. So I really like the running backs in the short game in this game.
Your first prop, RJ Harvey, over nine and a
Yeah,
half. See, bro, we've been catching him since the beginning of the season, bro.
yeah. Last week, dude, he had a big. I think he had 2 touchdowns, but he had a bunch of yards. And the Texans defense is number one in blitz rate this year, so they're going to be back there. They're going to be trying to get Bo Nix, and they don't have a receiving core. They do. I mean, I really like the young guys the Broncos are bringing up, Mims, Franklin, but there's Cortland Sutton's like the only for sure guy, but the amount of pressure. Stingley is a good corner, they're going to be dump offs, man. And RJ Harvey last week was killing them in the receiving game. So 9.5 is just too low.
Too
I
low.
think he'll have at least 2, 3 catches, and I think he'll have 15, 20 yards easy on in through the air. He will be more involved in this game because it's going to be defensive. So
He can get this
I think
off
it's
of
a
one
gimme pig.
catch too.
Yeah,
One catch.
yeah. If he gets any kind of space, he's really good in the open field.
Hmm. And like I said, the Broncos receivers are not trustworthy. They're not
Yeah.
good enough to
Still a
beat
bunch
physical
of
teams.
young guys.
Yeah. So, and I like Mims. Mims is all right, but I don't see him being a huge factor here. But your second prop is he's probably the most reliable kicker to bet on in the season last season. Going back to last season, Kaimi Fairbairn over 1.5 field goals made. That's just easy.
Easy.
Like in the dome, in the dome at home, and against a game that is going to be low scoring. It's supposed to be over under 39.5 points. That means that points will be taken from the kicker.
Well, and that's my thing. These defenses are gonna they're a bend don't break type defense, and they blitz a lot. Both of these guys. Denver's secondary is really good, and their front line is really good, and the Texans O line has been trash. Like they traded away their best offensive line this year, thinking maybe that'll fix the problem. Like Stroud has had the least amount of time in the pocket for the last 2 years. I think he took the most sacks last year with their best offensive lineman, and he's on pace this year to take like 70 plus again, right up there with Cam Ward. So it will be give me the points anywhere. And Fairbairn's historically been really good, especially in a dome, like you were saying. And I feel like both kickers in this game are going to be utilized. It could be one of those old school, nasty 70s run smash mouth games where it's just 15-12, 18-15. Crazy, ugly game, but the kickers are going to be utilized in this game for sure. And the running backs.
100%, bro. I'm all over this bet. I have both of these picks parlayed already. I put this in as soon as I saw it. When you texted me this, I was like, yeah, immediate 20 bucks on this immediately because I know it's gonna. I think his receiving yards might go up by game time. RJ Harvey's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it before it gets past 10. Uh,
Yeah.
but my first game two for the show, is Panthers plus 12.5 at Packers minus 12.5, over under 44.5. My fellow Maverick manager, I will not be talking crap on your team. Okay. I won't be talking crap on the Panthers. Okay. But I will take the over 44 in this game. I think it's going to be a high scoring game, mostly on the Packers side. But Bryce Young is back. So there will be points put up. I think Tetero McMillan and Coker and Leggett, they respond better with Bryce Young. They just do. Okay. It's going to be rough.
Legette's been turning it on the last couple weeks too.
Exactly. I feel like he just Andy Dalton is not good. Okay.
No.
But with Bryce Young coming back from the soft benching, I do think that they can put some points up here. All we need is we need 18 points to get to this over. I think that's what we all we need because the Packers will be putting up points guaranteed in this game at home after they whooped Steelers. I don't
Yeah.
think that the Steelers defense is
Torched.
here. I definitely could say that the Steelers defense is probably worse than the Panthers defense, probably. But I can still see the Packers putting up over 28 points in this game, and that's going to get us to the over. So I will take the over 44.5 in this game. I like Rico Dowdle over 52.5 rushing yards. I don't think you can pass the ball very well on this Packers team. Their DBs are getting really locked in. So, and I know Tetro McMillan can have a day still because they're young, they get open. It'll be more of a challenge for the Packers. with the way these guys are playing. But I like Rico Dello, bro. I think he gets big gains off the yards. Like he gets 10-plus yard runs, and I like that in a game where they need to run the ball more to keep the faster paced offense off the field. Like you don't want to get into a track meet with this Packers team. So
No,
I do like the Rico Dello. The Packers will force it regardless. The Packers are going to be shooting. So I do think that they're going to try though to not give him the ball a lot.
I just see. I think, yeah, I just really like Rico Dowdle in this game. They pretty much came out and said the head coach came out and said after last week, we tried to give Chuba a chance coming back. He's coming off an injury. And it was 50-50 split, but Rico just obviously we can't go forward. He gives us the best chance to win. So he's gonna have touches in this game for sure. And he'll at least have a 60-40 split, if not 70-30 by the sounds of it, because he has been on fire. He's the hot hand. And he had less touches last week and he had more yards. So yeah, I think he had this amount of yards last week off of like 11 touches. So he'll have
And
at
then
least 15, 16 touches in this game.
it is true. Okay, the Packers do allow 18 rushing attempts. They also allow 70 yards rushing a game, which is not good if you are betting on Rico Dell, because if he split in time and they only allow an average of 70 yards, that means that Rico Dowdle, Chuba Hubbard, if they were to only get that, it would be split in half, almost in half, and it probably wouldn't be good. But I do think that with it being a game where Rico Dowdle will actually probably get more work, I think he maximizes the opportunities. So give me that over 52.5. But my favorite bet for this game is the Josh Jacobs touchdown. He just does it at home, bro. Like he's liable to get two. I'm pretty confident he can get two. So Panthers, they have been a lot better against the run, but I think with the way the Packers are passing the ball so well, this leaves the gashes open for Josh Jacobs to just take it away on play action
The Panthers are
on
still a terrible,
pay per
terrible
view.
run defense.
Yeah.
They've been
So
better as of late, but Jacobs is going to get it today.
they have been better than last year. Last year they were the worst rushing
Ever
defense
in NFL
ever.
history.
They're a lot better now. But
Can't be any worse than last year.
they better not be, bro. Someone's getting fired. But
Yeah,
that's my bet for that game. And game 3 for the show, game 2 for Shaq is Colts -3.5 at
this should be
Steelers.
a good game.
Over under is 50.5. No, Shaq is not betting on Daniel Dimes.
Hell no.
He should though, but he's not. He's he instead likes the over 50.5. Why?
All right. I think this is easy. So the Colts score so many points per game. They lead the league in most points per game, somewhere in like 29.3. And they score so much that the offense for the other team is on the field way more. So the time of possession is skewed. The defensive stats are skewed. Colts have a decent defense. They're just on the field 60% of the game, if not more, because the Colts are that good. They score. This team does not punt. Like they have punted, I think, less than 10 times all season. That's how good this defense or this offense is. But they've also played trash ass teams. Jonathan Taylor's been really good this year. He's got 14 touchdowns through 8 weeks. So the points for the Colts are going to be there because we saw what Green Bay did to the Steelers last week in Pittsburgh. They annihilated them, destroyed them. Them old men got ate up. Like I said, chasing toddlers around, bro. They got burnt to a crisp. And Tyler Kraft or Tucker Kraft just annihilated him, man. 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like, so the points for the Colts are going to be there. And Aaron Rodgers has been sneaky good this year. It's not his fault that they can't win games. It's the fact that their defense has more holes than Swiss cheese, bro. They suck. Like, it's not good. So, but the thing is, like I was saying, the offense against the Colts have been playing a lot because they score points. So Rodgers will have opportunities. Robert Rodgers will be throwing the ball because they will be behind because their defense sucks. So I feel like 50 and a half, easy. I feel like this is going to be like a 31-20 game, 34-24 game, something like that. I could be high scoring, and Rodgers has had multiple games this year where they've put up 30 points in shootouts because their defense sucks. So give me the over. I think it's
Well,
easy money.
both teams allow top 5 most passing yards in the league, which is release your
Yep.
first prop. First prop is Aaron Rodgers over 233.5 passing yards. It makes a lot of sense, bro.
I mean, and that's the thing is the Colts get up big, and the other team has to throw the ball. And if they want to keep up with the scoring, they're going to have to throw the ball a lot. And Rodgers has been really good at that this year. He's only thrown 5 picks, I think, through the whole season so far. He's got a QBR rating of like 90 something. He's pretty accurate, top 5 in accuracy this year, too. So Rodgers has been sneaky good for not having the receivers. You know, they lost Fryermuth last week. And DK's actually had a really good season too. He's a top 10 fantasy quarter or wide receiver, barely, but he gets touchdowns. He is the possession guy. He does the dirty work, and then they draw up schemes. Jalen Warren's been really good as a receiving back as well. But Rodgers will have to throw in this game, and he has been good this year if you look at his numbers. And the Colts do give up a lot of pass yards, but that's because their defense is always on the field because of how good their offense is.
Yep.
So,
And your prop number 2, Tyler Warren, touchdown.
Steelers are absolute trash against the tight end. Just go ask Kraft. He had 150 yards and 2 touchdowns and 9 catches on 11 targets, my guy, last week. They threw 360 yards against this old man, decrepit, Bengay smelling defense, bro. It smells like you walked into your grandpa's retirement home because of how much icy hot all these dudes are wearing in the second. Dude, these guys slide off of them probably because of how much icy hot's on their joints. They can't tackle, man. And they're terrible against the tight end. So Tyler Warren, it seems easy. He has to get it in the first half because for some reason the Colts just don't see him in the second half. They don't throw him the ball, but he'll have it early and often in the first half because the Steelers defense is just so bad, man. So bad. So I like Tyler Warren here. They're top 3 worst in the league against tight ends.
Yep. And the Colts watched the film and they were like, there's our angle.
We got one of them first round guys. Yeah.
Oh, we got a Pro Bowler right now at tight end.
We'll torch him.
He's actually probably Rookie of the Year.
My bonus pick for this is Jonathan Taylor is gonna obviously score a touchdown. He's got 14. He scores every game. He's averaging 2 a fucking game right now. So you could even take 2 here possibly, but it's on the road. But 1 for sure. I mean, go ahead, put that on anything. That's gonna cash today, guys.
Yeah, I would like to probably parlay the Aaron Rodgers passing yards with the Tyler Warren touchdown with the Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That's good money. It's got to be good money. But game 4 of the show, 2 for me, is Saints plus 14 at the Rams minus 14 over under 43.5. It seems like a lot. Seems like it might not be enough because I'm taking the Rams minus 14. What do you think is going to happen whenever you got Tyler Show? SHOUDH, something weird, bro. Either way,
It's pronounced shuck like corn. Shucks is gonna suck.
Bro, This is
That's
how
a
you pronounce.
26-year-old man that's out there as a rookie, bro.
This is how you pronounce his last name. He's
Honey
terrible.
baked ass, my boy.
He's gonna be so bad, dude. And
Oh my god.
the Rams off a bye week. I like the Rams off a bye week. I do know
Healthy.
that if this was Rattler, bro, if Rattler was not benched, I might have taken the over instead. But with Tyler Show, Shucks, who the hell ever, I
Tyler
don't think.
sucks.
Yeah, like good luck to you because this Rams team is fully healthy, off a bye week, ready to go. Puka Nakua, my first pick. Puka Nakua touchdown. It's gonna happen. He's back. He's fully healthy. He missed the last 3 games, 2.5 games, and he's 100% ready to go. It's a guaranteed touchdown for him. I like his yards too. It's at 93.5. It's a lot.
Yeah, he was a triple crown guy before he got hurt. So
I don't want to. I think he might get back in that mode. But I like the touchdown.
this is a good game to do it.
And even if it's like, I'm scared of the yards because the yards are a lot. But
Yeah,
in the red zone, it's Puka time.
it's Puka
Guaranteed.
time.
Yeah, for real. So that Alvin Kamara over 2.5 receptions. This is guaranteed. They'll be down. Tyler Shucks can't do nothing but throw the ball short. Dump
He
offs.
can't do nothing at all, bro.
You don't want to throw the ball deep on the Rams. Like, you
The
don't want to
man
do this.
sucks.
He might get benched in his first start.
Oh, he going down.
But that is my bets for this game. I think it's a guarantee that the Rams can come in and kick ass. If this was in New Orleans, I probably would have took the 14. But in LA, the Rams fans are lit. Also, there's so many ways to kill the Saints team because the Bears killed the Saints on the ground. So Kyron Williams could have a day too. So
This is true.
there's so many ways to destroy this team that at home off a bye week is a guarantee. Game 5 for the show. Game 3 for Shaq is the Vikings. Carson Wentz. Maybe. Is he gonna play?
Man, Vikings are trash.
Is he gonna play? Is it gonna be?
Oh no, it's JJ McCarthy. Wentz is out for the year. They kept trolling that man out there with a busted labrum. He's like, "It's not your throwing arm. Yeah, we're gonna send you out to the wolves, bro."
Gosh,
because they know McCarthy is trash, and then you're gonna bring him back. They didn't want to bring him back against this defense, bro. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, Vikings plus 8.5. At the Lions minus 8.5. Over unders 48.5. Your best bet is the line minus 8.5.
Oh yeah, I think and I'll tell you why. Like JJ McCarthy has played one good quarter of football in his 3 starts that he had. He is statistically the worst quarterback in the league if you just take the 3 starts for the first 3 weeks. God awful, terrible. In college, he is a short game manager, needs a good run game. What do the Lions do best? They stop the run. Last week, this team didn't use Jordan Mason at all because they had Jones back, who didn't look good coming off an injury. And then you're going to try and run against the second best run defense in the league? I don't think so.
I'm not
They're
going to
going
get the chance.
So I'm like, they're going to make JJ McCarthy wheel and deal and try and beat them through the air. And he can't because he sucks. He is trash. He looks like he's about a 14-year-old prepubescent boy that shouldn't even be starting on a high school team. And the kid has missed 20 games already, 20 plus games, 18 last year and 5 this year. That's 23 games he's missed in a 2-year career already. So Lions beat his ass up today for sure. Gibbs gonna run all over him. People are gonna be open back there. It's not gonna be good. Lions 8.5 all day. I think they win by 10.
I do like your props. But I'm also kind of surprised that you didn't take an INT prop this week because I think McCarthy can definitely throw one.
I'm taking sacks.
Yeah, let's
I'm
see who
taking
gets
sacks on McCarthy, bro. They're gonna hurt him. And I'll tell you what, the books know that the running backs are gonna have a rough day because both of their lines for Aaron Jones and Mason are at 34.5. So,
Yeesh.
and we were
Your
talking
first
about
prop.
Gibbs touchdown. This is a guarantee.
Yeah, Jameer Gibbs, he's been on a freaking tear. Like he's been going off. Like
And
I have no
historically, we were talking before the show, he slays the Vikings. He averages 2 touchdowns a game against the Vikings. For his
yeah,
career, 2 a
bro.
game against the Vikings.
Bro,
That's an
and here's the
average.
thing, bro. His first game he had 2. His second game he had 1. His third game he had 3. His fourth game he had 3. I was like, dude, god dang, give him a
Yeah.
break.
So 1 today is a guarantee.
Yeah, he's gonna get 1.
Easy money, dude. They don't call that boy Sonic for nothing, man. He will break one on this defense.
At the crib, like,
Yeah.
and did he have one last game?
Yeah. He had 2 last game, pretty sure. They were on a bye last week.
Oh yeah, off the bye, give him a touchdown.
Fresh
Then
legs off a bye.
Jordan Addison over 44.5 receiving yards.
Jordan Addison, man. I love this kid. People kind of looked short on him because he missed the first 3 games, suspended this year. But he has come back and been in the 3 games that he's started this year. He is a top 10 fantasy wide receiver. He's getting catches. He's getting yards. He's beating guys. What's crazy is him and Jefferson are averaging the same numbers. They're almost identical in this offense. So he is getting second and first reads in the passing game. So 44.5. He's had 2 games over 100 in the 3 that he started. This is easy money too. They're going to be from behind. It just depends on if McCarthy can throw the ball before he's eating turf.
Yeah, and good luck to that because that
Yeah.
offensive line is trash.
I don't know who their third string guy is who's backing up McCarthy, but I'd put money on him being in the game in the fourth quarter.
Damn.
I'm telling you, man.
Well, for game 6 for the show, game 3, me, of course, we got to talk about the Chiefs minus 1.5 at the
Ew.
Bills plus 1.5. I hate the Bills. I will say I hate the Bills a lot, bro. But I'm going with the Chiefs money line, bro. Chiefs money line. Okay, I know they don't ever beat the Bills in the season. Okay, they usually are a postseason winner like in this matchup, but this is a different Chiefs team. This offense is way more potent, and this Bills team is a lot less potent, and their defense is way worse. Like I'm not sure how they got worse. They got way worse, like almost unrecognizable. What kind of defense they have now? So I'm taking the Chiefs on the money line, and then my first prop, Josh Allen over 42.5 rushing yards. It's because the Chiefs allow the most attempts to the quarterback rushing. Okay. Josh Allen at home will put the cape on. I think that the Chiefs will be angling to stop Cook from running the ball because Cook usually cooks them. So I think they're like, hey, we stop him and make Josh Allen pass the ball or win with his legs. They have a better chance to win. So I think Josh Allen puts the cape on, runs around, scrambles, extra yardage, maybe even a big gash for like a 20-yard gain. I think he can do that. In a game like this, where the over under is 52.5, he's going to have at least 7 rushing attempts in this game. That can get us over this number, guaranteed. So I like the over. And then Bashard Smith, this kid. Shaq likes this kid.
I do. I do like this kid a lot, especially with Pacheco being down coming into this game. So I think he's going to use these two teams know each other so well that when there's an X factor like this kid who hasn't played against the Bills, they don't really know much, haven't seen a lot of tape on him other than college. Look for the Chiefs to exploit that. That's what they do.
Yes, and I'm taking the over 37 and a half total yards because I like him to be able to get the ball in the receiving game. That's where he's made most of his money, okay? He averages less than 10 yards rushing per game. That's why his rushing prop is only at 15 and a half because it's so low because he doesn't get a lot of carries. He might get more carries now that Pacheco's gone, so that might be able to hit. I'm just wanting to get the receiving yards involved in my bet on Brashard Smith because he averages 15 yards receiving every game. So I have to take the total yards altogether because he can have 25 yards receiving and have 15 yards rushing, and we over this total already. So it's like, or he can have 8 carries for 30 yards and then 1 catch for 10. We over this number. Like there's so many, there's more. I like the more ways we can get to get over this number and not just take the receiving and not just take the rushing. And I never really take total yards on a running backs, but I will this time just because I feel like he might give them more touches. Yes, because Pacheco's gone. But in a 52 and a half point over under spread, he's going to get the ball in the receiving game for sure. So give me the over 37 and a half total yards for Brashard Smith as my last prop for this game. Onwards to Sunday Night Football. Seahawks -3. Commanders +3. Over under 40.5. Shaq consensusly on the Seahawks line. What do you like about
Nothing. This game is ugly as hell. This is like, you order medium rare, that bitch comes back fucking burnt, dude. You don't want this at all. I don't know how this is a Sunday night game when you got Bills Chiefs, but I'll tell you what I do like. I like the Seahawks receiving core. And I do not like the Commanders secondary at all. They're terrible. We watched them get torched last week with Mariota's bitch ass in there. Now, Jane Daniels is coming back, but yeah, obviously he's not going to be a run factor. The hammy, again, same leg that he missed time for already. They know they can't miss time anymore. They had Mariota start. They knew that was a shit show last week. So he's not going to be running, and that is a big part of his game. So I think the Seahawks are just going to mow in this game.
he's getting rushed?
JSN should eat, dude.
He's getting rushed back. They're gonna pay for that.
Because Dan Quinn's an idiot. Sorry.
For this game, I like the Seahawks money line because, like I said, JSN. Like I do not like Kenneth Walker, the running back for the Seahawks, but he should have a decent time here. We saw how Pacheco and Kareem Hunt had a good time against them. We've also seen DeAndre Swift have a good game against the Commanders. I think that there will be running lanes open, especially whenever you have a passing first quarterback like Sam Darnold. When those first connections start hitting, the run game's going to be open. So there's just so many more ways for them to win this game. And their defense is not bad. Okay. I have not seen their defense a lot on the road this year. They've been mostly at home this entire season. But on the road, I'll have to see it. It's a cold weather game. They're both cold weather teams. So it's not like we're looking for a factor there. Um, it could be low scoring. And in a low scoring game, give me the guys with the most weapons. Okay. I don't see Krosky Merritt doing anything on this Seahawks defense rushing. There's no way, bro. Like their defense is actually crushing the runners. But about the Krosky Merritt, what about him that you don't like? Right?
First, he's a seventh round guy. First of all, you know, they were hyped up big about this, especially after the Brian Robinson trade. But Brian Robinson was going to be leaving this team anyways. This team will be in complete rebuild mode next year, and I think they were just trying to get a cheap running back. They've got a merit of them back there. Like, there's three guys, but they're all about the same grade. They're just nothing real special about them sticks out. You know, there's no it factor. Merritt's had certain games against bad defenses, but this is not a bad defense. He's really struggled the last 3 weeks when they made him the guy. They just, I don't know. He is not a between the tackles guy. He's an edge rusher, but his vision just has not been good. Even when there's open lanes, he's not seeing them. He's not making the cutbacks. So I just don't like this running back squad for him. I don't like how they're coached either. But Merritt has not looked good. And the offensive line, honestly, there's a reason Jaden Daniels is banged up. They're not good. They're not getting their blocks right. They're not making the run game available because they're not in sync. It's just bad coaching on that offensive line, if you ask me. I cannot stand Dan Quinn, and I have no faith in Cliff Kingsbury's college flag football offense. And for some reason, he still hasn't found a way to get Merritt involved in the passing game. So,
And JSN is your first prop.
yeah, I mean, Triple Crown guy right now. 100 yards. His over under for yards is at 98.5. Not saying he won't get it, but 100 yards receiving is tough. But he's been averaging that in games this year. He's almost. I'm pretty sure he's at 1,000 or almost at 1,000 yards for the season already through 9 weeks. Um, he's going to be used early and often. I feel like they're coming off. They're coming off a bye week, are they not?
Yep.
Yeah, so they're going to be healthy, ready to go. The secondary for the Commanders is terrible. This is obviously Sam Darnold's guy. And look for him to eat today and torch this secondary. There is not anything reliable behind the front seven of this Washington defense.
Yeah, I agree, man. This is gonna be a really good game for JSN. I gave that prop out on my jobs podcast because I had to do a promo video for this game. I chose Seahawks money line. I also chose JSN touchdown. It was just a guarantee. My first prop is what I also gave to my podcast. I gave Zach Ertz over 3.5 receptions. Okay, I just think it's going to happen. He is the only guy that they really have sure hands if McLaurin's out. I'm not sure what'll happen with McLaurin. Maybe he's back again this game. Who knows, man? He's always hurt. So, but
It doesn't look good for McLaurin.
no.
Um, they were talking about that hamstring actually being pretty serious. He tweaked the same thing he came back from last week, and they're talking about him missing 2-3 weeks again. But I will say Zach Ertz is this year so far has been Jaden Daniels' favorite target. He won't be running in this game. Their number one guy's down. I like that Zach Ertz bet a lot. I like him to have a touchdown today too.
Yeah, that's your second prop.
Yeah, I mean he is Jaden Daniels' target.
Yeah, I, I think it's going to be a good game for him altogether. Good day. So Zach's touchdown, Zach's receptions, all money. My second prop for this game, last prop for the show, is Jaden Daniels over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Like Shaq said, he ain't running the ball, man. He's not using his legs. They are rushing him back way too early. If he runs that ball, you're gonna see some big linebackers, and they have tackling cornerbacks. They will hit you. It's not no freaking, oh, we're only here playing coverage. No, they play zone. They're coming downhill. They're not man to man following the receivers around the field. No, they're playing zone, which means that if you run in their zone, they're hitting you hard. It's good freaking luck. I don't think he's running the ball this game, even at home. I think it's going to be straight up pass until he can't pass no more. And then they're going to lose the game so sadly because they were rushing a quarterback back who's not able to use his legs. And that's what happened. It literally half his game is the legs. So good luck to them, but I'm just saying Seahawks should smash them, bro. Should really smash them. Prize picks parlay. All right. We're going to end the show with our prize picks parlay. We are actually very confident in this one this time, uh, even more than the last ones because we have a bunch of running backs, bro. We got a lot of running backs in this one. It's going to be a good day for them. We hit a lot of our tight end parlay, tight end pops last week on tight end week. This seems like a similar thing. We should have gave a tight end parlay last week, but we didn't. But but I think this is going to be a good one for us. The first pick, I chose my favorite pick. One of them of Shaq's picks is RJ Harvey over 9.5 receptions. I feel like it's easy money. Okay, easy money. He gets targets. He's a willing pass catcher. And then I chose Jameer Gibbs touchdown because it's easy. Man averages 2. He gonna get 1. Okay. His favorite pick of mine, one of his favorite picks of mine, is Josh Jacobs touchdown.
Yeah, he didn't have one last week. Feel like he's gonna eat in this game. Green Bay, yeah, I feel like they are gonna. Carolina's run defense isn't good. This is a gimme pick here. Josh Jacobs. They threw the ball last week. They don't have to. They can play any way they want. I feel like he's going to be a big part of this game because they'll be up.
Exactly. And so I agree with him 100%. I'm glad he picked that pick. And then my second pick that he likes the most for the picks that we gave out today is Rico Dowdle, 52.5 rushing yards. He likes Rico. He loves Rico Dowdle, bro.
I do. I think, man, watching him finally get an opportunity and look good. He's a big guy. I didn't realize how big he is. But Rico Dowdle, man, I'm telling you, if you are in a fantasy league and you need a number 2 guy, he's a league winner. He will be a league winner by the end of the year. I think he's going to push Chuba Hubbard out of that starting job. And you're going to see it today because he's going to have 65, 75 yards and a touchdown. He will be a big part of the offense today.
I think so too, man. I think they have to. They have to get some different dynamics in the run game. And even if you split carries, bro, give Rico most of the carries. Give him most of the work, bro. Give Chuba Hubbard like 8 to 10, but give the other 15 to 20 to Rico Dowdle, bro. He's one that's running way harder at this moment. But that is our bets today. That price picks parlay. You bet $20 on that, you get $140. And that's good. Okay. It's not more than what we've put out last times, but this is a more of a sure bet because of how cheesy these parlay picks are. Like, I think this is a very good chance to hit, and we should put our money on this, bro. But let's recap the entire week in bets for week 9. Week 9 weekend. Starting off with Shaq's first game. He is going with the Broncos at the Texans. Broncos plus 1.5, Texans minus 1.5, over under 39.5. Broncos money line. He's riding the saddle. They are looking pretty good. They beat the Cowboys badly, bro. Badly. So this is a good chance for them to keep it going, keep it running. So that and his first prop is RJ Harvey over 9.5 receiving yards. It's part of the prize picks parlay. Just go ahead and bet that. Shaq's prop number 2 for this game is Kyrie Fairbairn over 1.5 field goals made. He's a lock to make 2 field goals at home every single time. Like I told you guys, I put this bet already in immediately when it was told because I feel like they're gonna take it off prize picks. They always take it off prize picks once it hits a certain number on the books. So if this thing goes to like minus 160, minus 170 on the books, they're taking it off prize picks for sure. They'll probably make it 2.5 demon because they do that. But my game number two, my game number one, get you for the show is Panthers, the Pussycats, plus 12 and a half at Packers, minus 12 and a half. Over under 44 and a half. I got to go with the over. I'm trusting that the Panthers can put up some points. Okay, we're not gonna talk crap on the Panthers. We have a listener who is like warned me before. You guys talk bad about the Panthers. We're not talking bad about them. Okay, they might not win the game. Probably, likely, they definitely won't win the game, but they might cover. This spread went from 13 and a half in favor to 12 and a half. So the books are saying that they have a chance to keep it close, and I'm saying they probably do too by taking the over 44 and a half. And prop number one, Rico Dowdle, over 52 and a half rushing yards. It's part of the price picks parlay. Just bet that. Okay. Price picks parlay pick number four, Josh Jacobs, my prop number two for this game. Just take it, bro. He's going to have one. He didn't have one last game. He loves to Lambeau leap at home. He's going to leap. Guaranteed. Game number three for the show. Game number two for Shaq is Colts minus 3.5 at Steelers plus 3.5 over under 50.5. He's taking the over 50.5 because the Colts should torch these old men. The old man, you know that SpongeBob episode where they're looking at the old man. It's like, "Aren't you getting tired of this old man?" He's like, "What?" Yeah, bro. I feel like it's what happened again, bro. Like the old man just can't get enough torching, and the young receivers because they got Pittman, they got who's the other receiver they got for the Colts?
Alec Pierce,
Pierce.
JT, and then Tyler Warren. Man, like they're loaded as far as weapon wise.
Yeah, I might even take a Alex Pierce prop because he gets the deep balls. He might get a 40-yard bomb. But yes,
And there's Josh Downs. I forgot about Josh Downs, but I'm pretty sure he might be coming in this game injured.
That's the name I was looking for. I was looking for him. I was looking for Josh Downs. Yeah, that we have a lot of young guys, bro. Speed that will torch you. So I think the Steelers keep on getting torched. The over 50 is easy, and I think the Steelers have to pass that ball. And Shaq says the same thing because Aaron Rodgers over 233.5 passing yards is Shaq's first prop, and I 100% agree. He struggled last week, mostly because the defense was trash, but as long as his defense keeps on getting torched, he will have to pass that ball. So over 233.5 passing yards. Part number two for Shaq in this game is Tyler Warren touchdown. He has to, man. He's a freaking Pro Bowler. Okay, rookie Pro Bowler. If he does enough, bro, I might even take him to win the Rookie of the Year because he's doing a lot, bro.
And he is looking good. He is, yeah, like so far. I was gonna say Amari Hampton has been a good first round guy, but like offensive player of the year, he should definitely win it if not Ibuka. Like he's a top 3 tight end in fantasy. He's got the most catches on that team. He's Mr. Reliable. I think he's number 2 or 3 in the league for tight end receiving yards, and he's a rookie. Plus, this man gets handoffs every once in a while in the red zone. That's a big man running the ball. I like Tyler Warren. I took him everywhere I could take him in fantasy this year, so I could see him. That's a sneaky pick for Rookie of the Year, Offensive Player, Rookie of the Year. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, dude. I think he has a good chance to do this. He's a beast, bro. He goes hard. I think that he also is the healthiest because Ibuka missed games already. He missed time, hurt mid game. Omar Hampton he missed more than 2 games, so it was like 4 games, bro. So it's like I think the healthy receiver, the healthy rookie, will win this Rookie of the Year, and he's definitely up there. He ain't missed no games, bro. I'm not missing no games, bro. So game number 4 for the show. Game number 2 for me is Saints plus 14 at Rams minus 14. Over under 43.5. Keep it short. Rams minus 14. Okay, this should be higher. Honestly, I think they probably be them by like 20 points, bro. Because it's gonna be Tyler Shucks, bro.
Ew.
Who
Who?
cares?
Who? Who? Who?
Tyler, Tyler, who? Either way, he's trash, bro. Okay, he's going to get put in the dirt. Okay, this could be a defensive touchdown game. If you like to bet on defensive touchdowns, this one and this next game that Shaq has,
I'm telling you right now, a prop bet in this game, I would take the Jared Verse for a sack, maybe even 2 sacks, because he's looking like he could be defensive player of the year if he keeps the pace he's been on, dude. He's been really good for the Rams. And the Saints are ass. Like, he will be all up in shucks, dude. Like,
I agree, bro. Like he's gonna be on him, and so a defensive touchdown is very liable because if he's getting sacked, he's fumbling. If he's getting pressured, he's throwing that ball deep, and it's gonna be picked off. So a defensive touchdown in the dome in LA could be very liable. Um, Puka Nakua touchdown, book it. He's back off injury, off a bye week. Just take it. Alvin Kamara over 2.5 receptions. Yes, they have to. He averages 3 catches per game. Why would you have to? Why would you not pass him the ball in a game where you'll be down and he's the only weapon you really have? Yes, Chris Olave is still there. Yes, Rashid is still there. Yes, there's tight ends are still there. Even freaking what's his name? The tight end that played quarterback, Taysom Hill. Yeah, he's still there. He sucks, but they don't have, bro. They are bereft of weapons, bro.
Taysom Hill, I don't know how he's still in the league. He is 36 years old.
Bro, you're a gadget. When you're a gadget, you just get time, bro. If you're a gadget guy, and also because he can, bro, a pitch to a throw downfield, it's possible. Also, he's a cheap third quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He's a cheap third quarterback, bro. He's definitely going to be a person that you can be like, okay, Tyler Shucks sucks, Rattler sucks. Just throw in Taysom Hill. You just see what he can do because like he's been there before. He started before for like half a season. So, but yeah, Alvin Kamara over 2.5 receptions.
There was a year at fantasy where he got to start at quarterback, but he was a tight end, labeled as a tight end. And let's just say I did pretty well for about 2 weeks there where he was starting because it was only like 12, 13 points in one game, but I had another quarterback. It was a cheat code. So I just couldn't believe how old he was when I looked into it. I was like, he'll be like 37 before the season's over.
Yeah, I remember that year because I was debating with my team, with my league. I was like, how do we count these points, bro? This is not freaking fair, bro. Because you might have had him, I was losing to him. So I was like, dude, this is not fair, bro. Something has to give. But but he did his job. He's a gadget, which is why he's still in the league. But game 5 for the show, game 3 for Shaq is Vikings plus 8.5 at Lions minus 8.5. Over under is 48.5. We got babyface McCarthy coming into this game, getting the start because Carson Wentz is done. His shoulder is done. Um, but this is the game I also said it also could be a defensive touchdown type of game too, because McCarthy will put the ball in danger. Guaranteed put it in danger. His first touchdown was a pick six. So don't ever forget that. His first touchdown pass was a pick six. Uh, but
Man, I'll tell you, okay, that's so bad. The two guys that are guaranteed sacks this weekend is Micah Parsons and Jared Verse. They are going to eat, man. Like I could just McCarthy is going to get ate up back there. That's another prop I like that I didn't put on here. Get you some Micah.
you mean what's his name? Um,
Oh no, Hutchinson. I'm sorry.
hey, both of them, Aiden Hutchinson should destroy the Vikings O line and put the pressure on the Vikings. But He has the Shaq's best bet is the Lions minus 8.5. His first prop is Jameer Gibbs touchdown. This is part of the parlay that we have, the Price Picks parlay. Just take it. It's gonna happen. Shaq prop number 2, Jordan Addison over 44.5 receiving yards. It's gonna happen because they're gonna be down and chucking the ball. And no matter how many mistakes McCarthy makes, he's probably the only option. So he's gonna keep on throwing the ball, bro. I promise you. Uh, Game 6 for the show. Game 3 for me is Chiefs minus 1.5 at the Bills plus 1.5 over under 52.5. No, I will never, ever, ever, ever bet on the Bills, dude. Never. I'm gonna take the Chiefs on the money line, bro. I don't care what the history says. Oh, the Bills just be beating the Chiefs every time in the middle of the season. Which is gonna happen first? Which reverse correlation will happen first? Will the Bills beat the Chiefs in the playoffs first, or the Chiefs beat the Bills in the season first? I'm taking the Chiefs beating the Bills in the season happening before the Bills beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, bro. It's just math to me, bro. It could be hater math because I hate the Bills, but it's math to me. And I've taken Josh Allen over 42.5 rushing yards. Guaranteed book it because he's going to have to use his legs, bro. He does not have the weapons he used to have. He does not have the team he used to have. Keon Coleman, bro.
Who? It's a fraud. It's a fraud. It's a fraud.
He was never that good.
Oh. So Keon Coleman has the worst separation rate in the league for number one wide receivers. He cannot get separation, period. And the worst part is he's still getting over half the first read targets in this offense. He's just never open because he sucks.
He's not good. I think my number one target for this team, Bills team, is Kincaid. I do think he has a game this night. I think he has a game against the Chiefs because the Chiefs, they can be had more so at the tight end position than they can be at the receiver position because they're blitzing that linebacker. They're blitzing Nick Bolton. Nick Bolton's going downhill. He's not covering nobody, bro. I think that's where they got to get him. So Kincaid over 3.5 receptions, bro. You can book that too. Free bet right there. But part number 2 is Brashard Smith over 37.5 total yards. I like him to get both rushing and receiving to get over this number. Just book that. Then Sunday night football is Seahawks -3 at Commanders +3 over under. Well, at the Redskins. I told you I'm calling them the Redskins, bro. But at the Redskins, over under 48.5. We are betting the Seahawks money line, bro, to beat the Redskins because they're a harder team, bro. They're a harder team. They're healthier. They are scarier. They are in a tougher division, in my opinion, because I don't think the Cowboys are that tough in your division or the Giants. But I feel like the tightest division right now is the Seahawks division. They are all looking good. The Niners are like 5-2. They're looking really good, dude. So, 5-3. No, they're 5-3. So yeah, 5-3, bro. Like they're gonna be.
I want to say Seattle 5-2 after the bye. The Rams are 5-2, 6-2, coming off a bye. I think they're 5-2 as well. Like, it's a one game. But the only one that's out of it is the Cardinals because they're ass. They've always been ass. Kyler Murray sucks.
So like they're gonna it's gonna be a win-win-win now type of mentality. And I like that in the Seahawks in this game. And they're getting the Redskins at a good time. Okay, if Jaden Daniels was healthy, McLaurin was healthy, it's a different score. It's a different story, bro. It could be anything that happened in this game. But now that ain't the case. So Seahawks money line. Shaq's first prop is Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown. Prop number 2 is Zach Ertz touchdown. My first prop is Zach Ertz over 3.5 receptions. My prop number 2 is Jaden Daniels over 1.5 passing touchdowns because I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. I do think it could be. And once again, to recap our Prize Picks parlay is $20 can get you 140 if you bet on these 4 picks on Prize Picks. RJ Harvey over 9.5 receiving yards. Jameer Gibbs touchdown. Josh Jacobs touchdown. Rico Dowdle over 52.5 rushing yards. You put all that together in a parlay, you will win. $20 bet wins you 140. And that's what we're here for. We're here to give you money. Okay. We like money. Okay. So do what you gotta do. Trust us. This week, I feel like this is gonna be a really good week. Our bets are very, very strong in this week's bets. And the season's halfway over, guys. Season's halfway over. A lot of things need to happen for a lot of teams. I'm hoping that there's trades this week or weekend.
I was gonna say, the trade, yeah, the season halfway over. Trade deadline is the 4th at 4 p.m. Eastern, so 2 o'clock here, 3 o'clock here, 3 o'clock Central Time, and there will be trades after this weekend games for sure. Teams will be making decisions on their future, and I will say, even after the season's over, I feel like you and me are both going to go into the playoffs. We're going to be betting the playoffs for sure. But going into next year, we're going to be looking at drafts. We're going to be talking about best ball going into next year, about a month or two before the season actually kicks off, preseason wise. So we're going to be here for you guys. It's all about making money. We make money every way we can on the NFL. So I just want to let you guys know we're halfway through this season, but it does not mean we will not be giving you episodes and content in the off season.
Hell yeah, we will be. And also, I'm trying to get into best ball. Like this is gonna be Shaq's opportunity to get me in the best ball because he's doing best ball right now. He's doing pretty good. He's doing good in best ball right now.
Oh man, I did it a little bit last year, messed around, didn't really, I was just messing around, trying to get my feet wet. And this year I really studied up, listened to a bunch of guys, and just it's so much fun to just pick all your lineups. But of the 13 drafts that I went through, I am first or second in 5 of them right now, and I was 6 last week. So 50% in best ball leagues, man. If you can move on, I got $45 invested, and I'm currently, if the season were to end today, I would win 120. So 3 times your money, have fun. And the best ball, the way it works is if you get to week 14, the season ends. If you win the your league by the most points scored, you move on to another tier. You win that week, you win more money, and so on until you get to the championship week, which is the last week of the season. So it's fun. If you like fantasy football and drafting, I love to draft, mock draft. This is like mock draft that'll make you money. All you got to do is draft and sit back and watch because they will automatically put your best players in top scoring wise. So it's a lot of fun. I feel like I got a lot of insight for you guys next year when we get into best ball season. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'll be breaking it down for you for sure. I definitely want to get into that going into the preseason games for sure next year.
And now I'm trying to get on board too. Like I want to make some money and just watch and see who. If I draft it well, it shows you if you it's like a GM. You're betting at the GM. You're gonna pick your best guys, and be like, did I pick the right guys or no? And then so I like it. I'm in it. But thank y'all all for tuning in. Catch y'all on Sunday. Hopefully we can do Sunday this time. Hopefully so we can get the Monday night game already recorded early for y'all. But good luck with your bets as always. And it's your boy Dre Rich, Shaq shining out, bruh. Money Huddle boys.
Peace out. Make that money, boys.